Welcome back, guys. I thought it might be a good idea or a fun to see if any of you guys who have not tried BattleNet yet might want to create an account and uh, and then we can play each other online if you'd like. Now, it's a pretty easy process. Let me talk a little bit about BattleNet. BattleNet is a card-based strategy game. It's not just for young people. It's played by every age. You can play it on your iPhone, you can play it on Mac, you can play it on Windows, you can play it on Linux thanks to the ability to install BattleNet within Linux. I've got a couple of videos explaining how to install BattleNet, and the install process has gotten a lot easier, especially lately with the video that I did recently showing the install process within Arch, within Ubuntu 16.10 distros, and with Debian testing. The install procedure in those three groups of distributions is very easy, and if you guys are interested, I'll go through the procedure with you, show you how to create an account in BattleNet and how to sign in, and I'll go through the first few tutorials within BattleNet to explain to you how the game works and what the strategy is. And then if you guys want to participate, if you want to play online, just drop me a comment with your username and I will send you a message within BattleNet, and then we can play head-to-head online. And I thought that might be something that would be fun and something you guys maybe want to participate in. So the first thing I'm going to do is open the BattleNet website to show you how to create an account. It's a free account. So let's open BattleNet. And if you go to us.battle.net or whatever country you're in, there is a version of BattleNet no matter which country you're playing from. And if you go into the website and click Create Account, then there is a procedure. Now you can sign up with Facebook, or you can just create an account using your email address. So I'm going to go through the process and then I'll come back to you. I'll pause the video. I'll come back and show you how to sign in. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. Now once you finish creating the account, it'll give you a message saying account creation successful. Then you'll get an email so that you can click on the link to verify your email address. Once you do that, then you can sign in to your BattleNet account through the icon on your desktop. Now that you have an account, all you'll need to do is right click the icon, and you'll need to go through the install procedure which I explained in a previous video. So once you open up your BattleNet application, it's going to ask you for your email address, and you're just going to enter the email address you used for your account and the password that you created, and then you're going to log into BattleNet. Now it's going to ask you a name to create a public BattleNet identity. So this is the name that everybody will see, and this is the name you'll give me if you want to play online with me or any of the other viewers who participate. Then you'll just need to know their public name. So I'm going to create a name called DCM Lenny 27. Okay, so now it's telling me that I am signed in. This is the Battle.net application screen. I'm going to go down to Hearthstone, and I've already downloaded it. So you'll get, once you install Battle.net and click on Hearthstone and click on install, once it finishes installing, this is what you'll see. So now I'm going to click on play. Now you can make the window any size you like by going into the settings. So if you click on the settings, the little gear, and go to options, that's where you can set your resolution, the volume of the music, the quality of your graphics. You can go full screen. You can enable challenging nearby players, and you can allow friends to spectate my games. So, for example, if we have a group of us that want to play Hearthstone online, then you can enable challenging nearby players from your friends list, and we'll create a friends list from anybody who, any one of our subscribers who would like to participate. So I'm going to check that, and then I'm going to click to start, and then I'm going to just click on the window, and I'm going to click to start again. So now it's going to start a match, and I'll show you what the strategy is for Hearthstone. Now it's going to give you some free cards, so you'll just click on the deck, and it's gonna give you the first character you have is a mage, is the mage class. And that is good because the mage class, once you develop that mage class, it will develop into a pretty powerful character. So play minions and use them to attack Hugger, deal enough damage and you win. So we're going to click start. Now this is your health rating, 30. You can see your opponent only has 10. Now your opponent just played a card. Now if you look down here, this is the mana crystals. You can only play cards that have equal or less mana rating. So in other words, I have a card with a 1 rating, so I can play it. The cards that you can play on that particular turn will be greenish, have a green outline. So now my opponent has played a card with 1 health and 2 attack, and I'll show you what happens with that. Now I'm going to play my 1 card, and when you first play a card, it can't do anything. You see the Z's? That means the card is asleep. It won't become activated until my next turn. So right now I can't do anything else, and it tells you job done when there's no other moves you can make. So I'm going to click end turn. So now my opponent used their card that they played the last turn. Because it has 2 attack, he attacked my character, and my mana, my health, dropped from 30 to 28. So now it's my turn. I've got a card that's worth 2, and you can see my mana rating went up to 2, so I can play any card that's 2 or less. Again, the cards that you can play are outlined in green. Also, this card is now activated, so I can use it to attack. I can attack their minion, or I can attack their character. So I'm going to play this card, and of course it's sleeping. I can't use it right now, but this card I can use, And I think I'll just knock their minion out so he can't do any more damage to me. And you just click on your card and drag it to wherever you want to attack. So I'm going to end my turn. Okay, so he just played 2 cards. They're both sleeping. They both have 1 mana and 1 attack.
Should I attack a gnome or Hogger himself?
So, you hear the character asked a question. My character asked a question. Should I attack a gnome or the character himself? Well, that's where the strategy comes into play. Because you want to make sure that you reduce your opponent's ability to attack and also do damage to their character. So I'm going to, you see my mana is up to 3, but I only have a card worth 2. If I had a card that was worth 2 and another card worth 1, I could actually play both of them because it totals to 3. So I'm going to play this card. That card is not active, but this card is active, and I am going to do damage to the character. Okay, so I've got my opponent down to 7, and when I can get that down to 0, he dies. So I'm going to end my turn. You can see that during the tutorial it gives you little clues with this arrow. I'm going to press end turn. Now as you can see, my opponent used their 2 minions to attack one of my minions, and now they have played a card worth with a 5 attack. I have a card with 2. Now I can do 2 damage to my opponent's main character, or I can, because the health is only 2 and I have an attack of 2, I could take this card right out. So let's do that.
I'm coming for you next, Hogger.
You can see that by doing that, I lost my card that was played. However, that's okay, because right now my opponent has no weapons. So I'm going to click end turn. You see, he had a card with deal 3 damage.
A spell card. It can only be used once,
and
so I better make
he
it
did
count.
3 damage to my character. I now have a card with 4 that has 6 damage. Now this is a spell card, which can only be used once. If you combine the 6 damage from this card and the 3 damage from this card that I played on a prior turn, that's 9. I can win on this hand. So I am going to click that and drag it. Be careful where you drag it to, because wherever you let it go, that's where the damage will be created, even if it's pointing at one of your men. So I'm doing 6 damage, and now I've got a card that does 3. There we go. I win. Now I'll click continue, and I get a reward. I get a couple of cards. Now, what you've got to do over time, by playing these matches one at a time, you will develop a deck of cards, and you can have up to 30 cards in your deck, and that's what you use during the match. So for winning that first match, I got 2 cards added to my deck. So that's terrific. So I'm going to click continue. Now you can see I've won 1 match. Now these are the beginner tutorial matches. So my next match will be against Millhouse Manastorm. You can see that right here. So what I would do, guys, if you want to try this game, which I recommend that you do, it's a lot of fun. And it's a casual game, a lot of strategy, but it's interesting, very interesting. And so if you want to participate, just drop me a comment with your character name. Mine is DCM Lenny 27. So if you want to add me to your friends list, you can challenge me to a match online. So, guys, if you want to participate, great. Drop me a note in the comments. Hearthstone is a terrific game within Battle.net, and you'll also have access to other games within Battle.net if you want to try them. StarCraft is another real-time strategy game that's very, very interesting. But Hearthstone is nice because it's simple, it's fairly easy to learn, and you can have a lot of fun developing your character. So guys, that is it for this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you soon in Hearthstone. Take care.